What's going on, YouTube? Back at it with another video. Look, we got killer think he got away until the cops find the clue. Find this one clue. It's Case of Nia Wilson, man. True crime, brother. Let's get into this video. But before we do, you know I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, turn them post notifications on. And if you already got them on, just know, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you the GOAT. You the GOAT. All right, pause this. Pause this right now. And look at yourself and say, oh my granny, I'm the GOAT. Nigga, on grannies. Nigga, you can't tell me nothing on skibidi boop bop, nigga. Yeah. You that nigga. Or you that bitch. If you're a female, you that bitch. Straight up. Or you that lady. You that lady because you're not a bitch. You're not a bitch. You that girl. But let's get into the video, y'all. I don't want to hold y'all too long in no intro. I really don't do intros too long. Let's go.
Pay attention to the man in the white and gray hoodie. He walks off the train, pulling his hood down and taking off his sunglasses. He looks around, and then he reaches down, pulling something out of his pant leg. He quickly covers it up with his sweatshirt, and no one else in the busy train station has noticed. 20 minutes earlier, 18-year-old Nia Wilson got on the train with two of her sisters, Tashaya and Latifa. Security cameras recorded the man following them and sitting down nearby. For multiple stops, he watched them behind his sunglasses, but he didn't approach them. Around 9:35 p.m., Nia, Tashaya, and Latifa got off the train to transfer, and he walked close behind them. The sisters called their dad to let him know they should be back home soon, and they waited for the train doors to open. But just moments later, outside the station, a police officer's body cam records the man running past. He points them up to the platform, telling them someone was attacked. The cops rush to the scene to help. Then, surveillance video shows the same man at a bus stop. After getting off the bus and away from the security cameras, he disappears. He thought he got away, but when police review this footage, they will find the crucial mistake he made during his escape that will ultimately lead to his capture and avenge the sisters' attack. During his escape, that will ultimately lead to his capture and avenge the sisters.
Man, so this the one, yeah, she the one who got. She like she'll steal your cheeseburger out your motherfucking out your bag and tell you she didn't do it. And then when you look away bad, she'll start laughing like, and then she'll give it back because she thought it was funny.
Sisters attack.
It's July 22nd, 2018. Around 9:45 p.m., the girl's dad gets a frantic call from his daughter, Tashaya.
I couldn't understand what she was saying. All I could recognize her saying was BART. I figured maybe they got in a little skirmish with somebody on BART.
Unsure of what he'll find, he rushes to the car right away and drives to the MacArthur BART station, or Bay Area Rapid Transit. All he knows is that his girls are in trouble, but what he sees there is worse than he could ever imagine.
When I got there, I see a bunch of ambulance and police. I see them loading Latifa in the ambulance.
That's
I
scary.
see blood dripping down her arm, and I asked her what happened. She just said, go check on Nia. I turn around, I run up the stairs at BART, and I see my daughter's body. It's the hardest thing I ever experienced in my life.
Hey, man, I know that shit hurt. As a father, as a parent, to go see your kid gone or dead, or you don't know what's going on, you see blood, ambulance, and your daughter ain't talking. That nigga, that'll hurt. And then as a dad for your daughter, bro, come on, fam. That's some shit you don't want to ever. That's a call you never want.
Seeing my baby dead.
Oh.
It's impossible for Nia's dad to wrap his head around what he's seeing. In less than 3 minutes from when she was stabbed in the neck, Nia has died. Her dad also has the heartbreaking task of calling her mom, Alicia. When she hears what happened, Alicia is shattered. In disbelief, she leaves her home in Sacramento and heads for Oakland right away.
It was like the longest, quietest, because you know I kept on waiting on them to call back and say she okay.
Yeah.
But it never happened.
While they're trying to process the attack, Nia and Tashaya's sister, Latifa, is fighting for her life at the hospital after getting stabbed too. Her family is left in shock, wondering who could have attacked them and why.
And I'm just trying to figure out, like, do I know him from somewhere? Did we have an interaction with him in any way, shape, or form? Because who is this? And why did he target us? I just felt like rage.
This is the parents' worst nightmare. That's my baby girl laying up there. I want justice for my daughter.
Even though it happened in a crowded place, the man was able to get away, right past security and police officers.
And then told him, like,
no
hey,
one knows
got
who
stabbed
or where he is, but security cameras in and around the train station captured the attack, the moments leading up to it, and the man fleeing afterward.
I'm trying to figure, like, what made him do it. He wasn't trying to rape him or rob him or nothing. He was just, I'm finna go kill one of them and dip. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, man, it's gotta be a robbery or something. Ain't nobody just gonna do that. Walk up, stab a girl in the neck, and run off and tell her, hey, somebody got stabbed. For nothing.
And as investigators review the footage, there's a breakthrough. In the video, the man can be seen inside a nearby parking structure, leaving his backpack behind before running out to the bus stop. Within hours of the attack, police find the bag. It has several personal items in it, allowing them to identify the man, 27-year-old John Lee Cowell. When investigators look at his records, they find he's a convicted felon out on parole. In the past, he's been convicted of assault with a deadly weapon and armed robbery. There doesn't seem to be any connection between him and the Wilson family, but there's one more hope for details about the attack: Nia's sister, Latifah, who's coming to at the hospital.
I remember pulling up to Highland, and from then on, it was kind of a blur. And then I seen my brother, then my dad come in, and I'm like, where's Nia?
Yeah.
And he hesitated. And my dad ended up telling me, and that's when I tried to get out the bed. And my brother was like, don't get up, don't get up.
Latifah learns what happened to Nia, and with her killer on the loose, the heartbroken family is desperate for answers.
Pissing me the fuck off. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even, like, get into the video and, like, want to say nothing. I want to go get this nigga. Like, bro, these is innocent people that ain't fucking with nobody, trying to go about their day. 3 girls, like, you preyed on some weak, nigga. You preyed on the weak, nigga. That shit lame in here. Go rob one of these niggas that really having this shit. When you out here really, if you a real robber, if you really, you know, one of them, go rob one of these niggas that's really having this shit and see how they work out. If you get away with it, you get away. Until the next day, huh? Until they catch you and see you again. Do it like that. Don't be preying on the weak and shit. That shit lame. People that, like, not fucking with nobody, just going about their life. Some girls. Come on, bro. Come on.
Still recovering from her own injuries, Latifah tells them about the events earlier that night. Just hours before the attack, Nia, Latifah, and Tashaya were visiting family. Their Aunt Teresa had been diagnosed with a terminal illness, and the family wanted to have a celebration of life while she could still spend time with them. They went to the celebration, and afterwards, around 9 p.m., they got to the Concord BART station, heading back home to Oakland. As soon as the man saw them on the escalator to the platform, he targeted them. The girls waited about 15 minutes for the train. Security footage shows him keeping an eye on them the whole time, planning his attack. When they walked towards the doors, the stranger put on a hoodie, grabbed his backpack, and followed them. He entered the train, sitting down near the sisters. For multiple stops, he watched them behind his sunglasses, but he didn't approach them. When the sisters reached MacArthur Station around 9:35, they moved to step off the train to transfer, and he followed. Tashaya got on the next train first. Then, a woman with a baby in a stroller started to back out through the doors, and Latifah and Nia waited on the platform.
She don't see us because she's backing up, but the baby like this at Nia, hi baby. And me and Nia proceeded to walk onto the BART train, but all you hear is, and Nia flung forward. And before I know, I could turn back to me, and that's when Nia screamed my name.
I seen Nia, it was like she tripped. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do at that moment.
But all of a sudden, Tashaya saw blood. Nia was stabbed twice in the neck, and Latifah, who was standing next to her on the platform, was stabbed too before the attacker fled.
The doors had closed and then they had reopened, and then I started screaming, trying to go find help. I believe an officer came and talked to me. I was just like, go help my sister, just make sure she's okay.
The woman with the stroller quickly threw her baby's blanket over Nia's neck, and Latifah pressed it against her, desperately trying to slow the bleeding.
You know, like, what if that baby was, like, just so happy to see her, because like the baby really was laying an angel behind her, because you're like, hey man, you finna go. This angel finna come collect your soul type shit. You finna go to heaven. And that baby was just like seeing that last brightness of her. So that's why, oh my God, that's why the baby was just intrigued with her so much. Oh, that's crazy. Like, what if that? Like, that's crazy, bro.
And save her sister.
And all I could think of is like apply pressure. I'm not knowing if I'm hurting her. I'm not knowing if I'm making it. And then I turned around and the security guard just grabbed me. It was like, you've been stabbed too.
The security guard pulled her away, but Latifah didn't care about her own injuries. All she could think about in that moment was her sister.
Stabbed in the neck
I
twice
still
for nothing?
feel that
Nigga
guilt
didn't even rob him or
of
nothing?
I couldn't save her.
It's crazy.
She just yelled my name. Tifa, Tifa, Tifa.
And what did you say to her in those final moments as you were with her?
I love her. And we're gonna get through this. And I said, I got you, baby, I got you. You're my baby sister.
Latifah and Tashaya would do anything to catch the man who took their little sister away from them. Before her death, Nia had worried about the possibility that she or her loved ones might someday be attacked solely because of their race. She had told her family that if something like this ever happened to her, she wanted them to keep fighting to hold the attacker accountable. Now, facing Nia's fears coming true, her family refuses to let her killer get away with it. Nearly 12 hours after the attack, there's renewed hope of bringing the man to justice when police share his photo and information with the public.
He is a violent felon who is currently on parole, and we currently have an active arrest warrant for his arrest for the murder of Nia.
But when I tell you all my brothers, sisters, cousins, everybody was looking for him.
News spreads quickly, and the residents of Oakland do all they can to help in the search. The man was a complete stranger.
That's the thing though. Like when you looking for somebody, when you beefing with somebody, it's not hard to find people that if you beefing. It's not hard. If you got a phone, it's gonna be easy to find you. If you out here doing anything to get any type of money, it's gonna be a way to find you. If you communicating with people, it's gonna be a way to find you. I don't care if you fly 6 states away. Niggas got cousins, family, friends. People, niggas meet motherfuckers online. Motherfuckers fly out too and meet people. I'm telling you, it's gonna be easy to find you. When you one of them motherfuckers that's just a bum ass nigga, you know you don't got really a phone, you don't get on Facebook, you don't talk to your family, you really ain't got family, you just a nigga just on the street going state to state type shit, boy, that's a hard motherfucker to find, boy. It'd be that random person like, didn't I seen him on the news? Just seen him at the random ass fucking post office or something, just randomly seen him walking by the post office. That's how they get caught. It'd be hard to find them motherfuckers that ain't got shit going. They just fucked. Them niggas hard to find.
Stranger to the whole family, and they worry that it was a racially motivated attack. While police recovered the footage and backpack within a few hours, it took them nearly 12 hours to release the man's information, and people feared that her killer wouldn't be caught if they didn't bring more attention to it themselves. Posts about Nia spread across social media with the hashtag #SayHerName, which started.
Oh, I knew I seen her. I knew because it was one picture she posted. I was like, I knew I seen this girl before. Yeah, I seen her on Facebook. Damn. Wow. Yup. That's crazy. I'm like, man, this girl face looks so familiar, bro. I seen her on Facebook before.
As a campaign to bring awareness to Black women and girls who were victims of police brutality. As the movement grew, it was used to bring more attention to victims of anti-Black violence. Outrage builds, and around 1,000 members of the community gather at the train station for a vigil for Nia, pushing to get her story heard, honoring her and demanding justice. Even with so many eyes looking out for the man who killed Nia and tried to kill Latifah, it seems like he might have vanished. But during the vigil, police get an anonymous call that changes everything. The caller says they're on a BART train, and they recognize someone on the train with them as the man they've been looking for, John Cowell. The train is headed right towards MacArthur Station, the scene of the crime, and where the vigil is being held. Police don't know if the man is aiming to hurt more people, but they race to stop him before he has a chance. They wait at MacArthur Station for the train to arrive, hoping to catch him by surprise. Then, the train gets there, and the doors open. Officers look everywhere, but they don't see him. However, At the nearby Pleasant Hill station, around 20 minutes away, officers search the train for him too. This time, they find the man right in the middle of the doorway.
Dumbass. You like what?
Tell you in a minute. What's your name, sir? John Cowell.
He doesn't put up a fight or try to run, and officers arrest him without incident. Less than 24 hours after the attack, the manhunt has come to an end. But while the man seems cooperative in this footage, he still has a plan to try to escape justice. In February of 2020, John Lee Cowell goes on trial. He has a history of mental illness, and he pleads not guilty by reason of insanity.
I don't be fucking with people, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Incident. He doesn't put up a fight or try to.
What's your name, sir?
Officers are to an end without incident. Less than 24 hours after the attack, the manhunt has come to an end. But while the man,
like, look, if you just see him in public, you in there right now, you see him staring at you, or y'all glance and look away, you know you got your thought. As a man, you get that thought like, yeah, I'll fuck that nigga, I'll beat his ass and go about your business. You gotta stop underestimating nobody. You can't underestimate nobody. You'll think you'll beat his ass because he's just a little chubby looking white boy. That nigga stab you in your motherfucking neck. Like this nigga, like bro, you be looking at somebody on the bus and don't even know that he's a whole murderer. Like, fuck fighting, niggas stab, kill, shoot you, pour acid in your in your nostrils, nigga. Nigga make you snort a line of acid. Yeah, that's the easy way to kill somebody right there. Snort a line of acid. Burn this motherfucking brain up.
Seems cooperative in this footage. He still has a plan to try to escape justice. In February of 2020, John Lee Cowell goes on trial. He has a history of mental illness, and he pleads not guilty by reason of insanity. When he testifies, he leans into it, saying he believed the sisters were aliens who kidnapped his grandmother.
He just made a mockery out of it, like the things he was talking about up there because he wanted to play crazy.
Yeah.
At one point, I intended to play the video to demonstrate that he knew what he was doing. He started screaming, yelling, cussing at me, telling me that I knew he was innocent and simply disrupting the courtroom.
Even after the judge repeatedly warns him to stop, he continues his rant, cursing at the prosecutor, and gets removed from the courtroom.
You know he got fucked over when he went to prison. Whoo! All them black people out there that was searching just for you. You think they ain't got no cousins, brothers, sisters, uncles that's doing life in jail? Oh my God. They finna boom, bam, sharam your shit. I know they did him dirty up in there. Beat his ass, cut him all up, kept him alive. I don't know if he ran into that nigga that like boys. If he did, I'm talking about booty bandit. You know what I'm saying? But.
The security footage from the night of the stabbing makes it clear he had a plan to attack and escape, even having a backup outfit to change into afterwards.
Like
he targeted the sisters instead of anyone else at the station, and the prosecution considers charging Cowell with a hate crime as well.
Everywhere he
there
went.
were many women and people who entered into the BART platform. He did not focus on any of them. As soon as he saw 3 young African-American women, he fixated on them, and every indication, every angle of the surveillance makes that very clear.
Right.
While he was in custody, he went out of his way to engage an African-American deputy and proceeded to call her lots of racial slurs as well. There's no doubt in my mind that the assault was racially motivated.
You killed her because
that's the picture I seen on Facebook. Yeah. Damn. That nigga's a hoe, bro. That nigga killed her just because she was black. Simple as that. That's what this all boiled down to. Just because she was black. He didn't want no money, no nothing. I'm finna kill her because she's black. What kind of shit is that, bro? What kind of shit is that?
Her skin. You didn't kill her for anything
What did black
else.
people do?
But with how difficult it would be to prove it was a hate crime, District Attorney Butch Ford recommends seeking premeditated murder and the special circumstance of lying in wait because he watched and followed them onto the train before attacking at the station. The family agrees, hoping to send him to jail for the rest of his life. And as Ford reviews the phone calls,
I wouldn't want him to go to jail for the rest of his life. Fuck that. Hell no. Just let him get a good little 5 to 10 years. So we can get out and do what we want with him. On me, fuck that. Like, let him get out, because then we going to know his release dates and everything. He can't hide. we going to know exactly where he going. Let that nigga free. Fuck all that. Live forever shit. Look, that mean he's safe. He ain't safe, but he get a meal, he get a bed, all that. Nah. Don't let him free and broadcast his release date on live news. Live television, broadcast that release date. Yeah. And put him on like house arrest or something. Not house arrest, but where he can't leave the state. Ooh. We gonna get his ass. We gonna get him.
Made while in custody.
We gonna call all our
makes a
gay
breakthrough.
friends to get him too
Mr.
and have
Cal was
fun
happy
with
to
him.
speak to his mental health caregivers because Mr. Cal had mental health issues. There's no disputing that. But he also was forthcoming that he needed to stop taking his medication so that he could appear more crazy when the trial started. I think it was an absolute show.
During the trial, he tries to play up the idea that he can't control himself and doesn't know what he's doing. But the judge isn't fooled by his antics, ruling that he was sane at the time of the attack. John Cowell is convicted of the murder of Nia Wilson, the attempted murder of her sister Latifah, and the special circumstance of lying in wait. He is sentenced to life in prison without parole. With him behind bars for the rest of his life, Nia's family can finally
bro,
start.
She's strong, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Latifah, the big sister, bro, she got stabbed up too with her sister, bro. I was like, fuck that, nigga. I gotta make sure my sister's straight. And still had to go to the hospital like, hey, she straight. Found out she gone, bro. That's tough, man. Silent prayer for them real quick. Silent prayer for Letitia real quick. Silent prayer for the dad and the mom, you hear me? Amen. Ashay, you hear me? Sweet Jesus.
Or to move on with theirs.
Spend the rest of his life in prison. So I really think justice was served.
And I know Nia smiling down on her family, her sisters, her friends, all her loved ones, the community. I know she can rest in peace.
But while her family knows the man won't be able to hurt anyone again, it's a bittersweet moment. Now that the trial is over, they struggle to move on, grieving the tragic loss and reality of life without Nia.
It's still a shock and overwhelming. Parts of me don't want to believe what's going on, and parts of me have to face reality.
It was just something that I couldn't believe, you know. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. Messed around and had a stroke. I don't speak too clear. I have limited use of my right side.
While it's a long, healing journey, Nia's family members each have their own ways of finding the strength to keep going.
My dogs keep me up. We have a husky. She's very spoiled. And she made me take her out for walks. She keep me going. She's my therapy.
Nia's sisters still grapple with the guilt of surviving the attack, but with the help of therapy, meditation, and loved ones, Tashaya and Latifah are able to find themselves again. They know Nia would do anything to make them happy, and they see how her story spreads, impacting people across the country. The community comes together because of her, with hundreds of people showing up to her funeral.
She was dressed in gold and white, had a white casket. They gave her a carriage ride, released doves. It was beautiful.
The name Nia comes from the Swahili word purpose.
Nia's purpose lives on through others after her death. She was passionate about fighting for equal rights. She constantly put others ahead of her.
Fuck all that purpose shit. She shouldn't have died. I ain't trying to hear that shit. She's here with us. She had purpose. Nah, man, she shouldn't have died, bro. I get it. I mean, I get it. I get it, bro. You know, they gotta say that for the family and for the, bro. But hell nah, bro. We ain't trying to hear none of that.
Herself, spreading kindness and compassion wherever she went.
When I think of Nia, I think of sunshine, big, bright, beautiful
right,
smile.
Right, the ones that bring the joy to everybody that gotta get done dirty.
A sister's love can never be defined.
Nia was very close with her friends and family, and she touched the lives of many near and far. Tributes continue to pour in across social media, with friends, strangers, and celebrities bringing attention to her story. NBA star Steph Curry hosts a high school basketball showcase, and he dedicates the game to Nia, raising over $20,000 for her family. Her school also honors her at what was supposed to be her graduation.
The class of 2018 is not complete without one more graduate.
She didn't get to graduate. She was only a high... All over some racist shit, bro. Nigga, it's 2024. Why is y'all doing that? Like, we ain't just... We like, at this point, like... We all the fucking same. Ain't like... It's rich black people, rich white people. It's poor white people, poor black people. Like, we are all the same at this point. Like, what is going on? When are y'all gonna realize this shit? Stop being so goddamn racist. Black people, y'all stop being racist too. White people, come the fuck on, man. This shit is gay. This shit is lame. Nigga, it's 2024, bro. We still looking at motherfuckers like, ah, that skin brown. I'ma kill him. What? That girl white. I'ma kill her. Now, some shit is never leave. You know, like white people in seasoning, black people in chicken soul food, chicken, like little shit like that, bro. That's cool. Okay, cool. That's just funny shit. That's just talking about somebody's culture. That's like saying Mexicans and tacos. Like, okay, cool. But actually hating a motherfucker because they white or because they black or Mexican, you hate them? You don't even know that motherfucker. That motherfucker could be the person to change your life some type of way, and you gonna hate them because they brown. What, nigga? That don't make no sense. You brown too, dumbass. You just a lighter version.
That me and my daughter sat down and spoke of several times, and it's so heartbreaking that she's not here to experience this for herself.
Hell yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Nia loved music and dancing, and she dreamed of having her own dance studio one day. She also thought of becoming an EMT or paramedic, or even working in criminal justice. She always wanted to help people. And in 2019, her family created the Nia Wilson Foundation, dedicated to providing resources such as mental health counseling, homeless outreach, self-defense classes, and employment opportunities for young men and women. Nia's family thinks of her every day, working to honor her memory and continue her mission to make the world a better place.
I always say, Nia, you make me a better person. I carry my daughter's name with a heavy weight. So whatever I do, I think about her because I can't fail her in no type of way.
I think Nia wants to be remembered how she loved people, how she cared for people, her passion for people and rights for everybody.
Me and my daughters and the rest of us will see this through. We will make it. Even though it's very hard and it's something that we'll think about for the rest of our lives, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
Shit, you ain't got no choice, man. I ain't gonna lie, you ain't got no choice but to make it because life gotta keep going. Life gotta keep going, man. But hey, that's gonna be the end of this video. It kind of like fucked my whole mood up. That shit pissed me off. I didn't know this was gonna be about racist shit. Racist people get on my goddamn nerves. I don't care what color you is. If you black and you racist, you piss me the fuck off. You white, you racist, piss me the fuck off. You Mexican, you racist, you pissing me the fuck off. On God, at the end of the day, I ain't got nothing funny to say, y'all. I'm sorry. But look, it's gonna be the end of this video, man. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and stop being fucking racist. Or if you racist, unfollow me, pussy. Simple as that. Peace.